Today's lesson is lesson 15 on Denmark. Time to hop back across the North Sea and Skagerrak, the strait between Denmark and Norway, to get to Denmark. This beautiful country is home to some amazing sights and history. I can't wait to experience it with you. There are several ways we can get to Denmark from Norway. We could go overland on trains and bridges. We could fly, or we could take a ferry. So many choices. Which one do you think you'd choose? Some of the quick facts of Denmark are: it has 15.77 million population. The government type is a constitutional monarch. The size of the country is 16,575 miles. The capital city is Copenhagen. The official language is Danish, and the landmark is Mons Clink. One of the most well-known Danish people is Hans Christian Andersen. He was an author of many types of literature, from plays to novels, poems to travel books, and autobiographies. Many of these works are known within Denmark, but outside Denmark, he is known for one thing. His fairy tales still capture the hearts of people all over the world, and they have been regularly translated into other languages. Some of the most well-known works, including such stories as The Princess and the Pea and The Ugly Duckling, his stories resonate with people of all cultures as he wove stories together with great imagination and originality. There is often a lesson to be learned that can be strong and compelling, even if it isn't seen immediately. Land and animals. Most of Denmark is situated on the Jetland Peninsula. A peninsula is a piece of land that is sticking out into a body of water, almost completely surrounded by water, but still connected to the mainland, unlike an island. The country is mostly flat, although in the middle of the peninsula is hilly mainland, unlike an island. The country is mostly although the middle of the peninsula is hilly. The remainder of the country is made up of many islands, 440 of which are named. The largest island is called Zealand, and it is on the island that the capital of Denmark, Copenhagen, is found. The national animal of Denmark is the mute swan. The large white bird was once wide-ranging around northern Europe, but they are now protected in Denmark as their numbers were declining due to hunting. These swans like to live close to large bodies of water where they can access their favorite meal, underwater vegetation. They are also known to eat insects, frogs, fish, and other living things in whatever body of water they find themselves. An adult swan can eat up to 9 pounds of food in any given day. These magnificent birds are monogamous, meaning each male has one female mate, and they generally mate for life. They often live in colonies of birds that can be as large as 100 pair of swans. They begin to breed between 3 and 4 years of age and lay between 3 to 12 eggs in each clutch. These eggs take 35 to 42 days to hatch. When the baby swans hatch, they are not the striking, beautiful white birds that we are familiar with. They start out as a fluffy gray-brown color with black beaks. These hatchlings stay close to their parents for many months, not learning to fly until they are between 4 and 5 months old. Once they fledge, these birds work together at a flight speed of 50-plus miles per hour. Despite their name, the mute swan does make sounds, including grunts, whistles, snorting, and hissing. These sounds are, however, quieter than other types of swans, giving them their names. The famous landmark is Mons Clink, is a beautiful chalk cliff formation located just 2 hours south of Copenhagen. It is sometimes referred to as the cold Caribbean, with beautiful chalky sand and crystal clear blue water. The Danes are very proud of this natural wonder and have devised many ways to enjoy this amazing place, such as snorkeling, boating tours, horseback rides on the beach, and watching the night sky from the cliffs. In Scandinavia, first dark in Scandinavian's first dark sky park. You haven't experienced Denmark until you have experienced Mons Clink. Food. Danish food has several common ingredients. Smorgasbord is a commonly eaten food at any meal and is basically an open-faced sandwich with sauce, a favorite fish or meat, and topped with herbs or veggies. Of course, like any good Scandinavian country, pickled herring makes it onto their sandwiches frequently. While herring and cod are frequently consumed as main sources of protein for Danish dishes, pork is also widely consumed. Roast pork is considered by some to be Danish's national dish, traditionally served at Christmas or found at Christmas flea market stalls served in a sandwich. Pork tenderloin is fried in butter with cheese and bacon. Other cuts of pork are often cooked with apples, onions, sugar, and butter for a delectable feast. Some of the popular dishes include potatoes in many different varieties. Potato soup is a particular favorite, and meatballs. Want to know more about Danish food? The experience of eating in Denmark would not be complete without something sweet. Danes are fond of their sweets, and I think we will be too. Try an abbeskiver, a round, puffy pancake served with jam and powdered sugar. Or try a Danish rice pudding traditionally served on Christmas Eve with cherry or raspberry sauce and an almond hidden in the batch. Danish tradition says that if you find the almond, you get the prize. I wonder what they use for prizes. Look up another delicious Danish dessert and see if you can make something to try for your family. Transportation. The people of Denmark have many different modes of transportation available to them. However, if you want to experience Copenhagen like the true local, you must rent a bicycle and ride through the streets. Denmark has more than twice as many bicycles, 4.2 million, as they do cars, 1.8 million, and the people of Copenhagen reportedly pedal more than 700,000 miles every single day. An extension activity is what is a dark sky park? Research to find out what they are and if they're any close to you. What advantage does a dark sky park have for viewing the stars? History. The Danish people are proud of their heritage. The Danish monarchy is the oldest continuing monarchy in the world, ruling for as far back as 1,000 years. The current queen, Margaret II, can follow her lineage all the way back to the Viking king Gorm in the 900 ADs. When the Viking Age began around 800, the Danes were well known for attacking and plundering churches and monasteries. Before 900, they had conquered much of England, and by the 11th century, King Canute was ruler over what is now Denmark, England, Norway, southern Sweden, and parts of Finland. During King Canute's reign, Christianity spread throughout his empire. The empire would ultimately not last beyond his lifetime, and the succeeding kings had many conflicts to navigate over the course of the hundreds of years that followed. Culture. Danish culture is characterized by simplicity. The Danish people do not tend to put great focus on their possessions, on their level of income, but value simplicity in their professional lives. They place a high value on hygge, which is a Danish term that means coziness or comfort that creates feelings of contentment and well-being. This is perhaps the largest defining concept of Danish culture. Maybe it is because of the value system that Denmark is considered one of the happiest places on earth to live. And I guess that concludes today's number 15 lesson.